Everybody's doing something. We'll do nothing.
I think I might be able to help with the Pam dilemma.
We've come a long way since Frank the Tank, and we don't want him coming back now, do we?
The local big time show.
Super duper! That's nice!
What game are you watching?
I got the Pats game on right now. It's pretty it's I think 27-7. Zach Wilson's out, so they have this guy from Western Kentucky in. But
the Pats game.
what?
The Patriots game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to go, but I couldn't because of work. Jay gave me the invite on
no.
It was I think the tickets were on the 50, but it would have been sick. I just wish
it would have been way sick.
Yeah, it would have been so sick. Do you play fantasy at all?
Not this year.
No.
I opted out this year.
It's a lot. You gotta really focus. I don't know how people.
Yeah, it's just getting to be a lot.
I really don't know how people do fantasy hockey or basketball because that's just
or fantasy baseball. That shit is
1,000 games. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, and your roster is it's crazy.
Hey, you know what comes on tonight?
What?
Curb Your Enthusiasm, 10 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
You gonna watch it?
Yeah, for sure. HBO, right?
Oh yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait. Larry David, he is the best. He doesn't miss.
He's so funny.
Better and better. I think so.
Yeah, and he's hit his stride, so why would he quit now?
Yeah.
I love basically once he writes it sort of runs itself.
Yeah. I think the addition of JB Smoove is one of the greatest characters ever created.
Yeah, he's funny.
But did you see the Squid Games?
No, I haven't watched it yet. Have you watched it?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
Is it good?
Yeah, but definitely take a couple hits of the old pen before you do it. It makes it way... What?
I said, oh, okay.
How about this? We got so baked that we didn't even know that the TV show was dubbed over till the 6th episode.
That's
we
pretty
just
far.
thought the internet was lagging.
Oh my god!
You
thought that was their real voices?
Yeah. Well, I was I swear this must be this must be dubbed over and
it's a Korean show.
Yeah, we didn't know that going into it.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, I was why do they sound so monotone when the action scenes are happening? I'm this looks, and it's they have it pretty down pat to where it's really hard to tell. Oh, in a sense, if you're not an idiot.
Yeah.
It's the timing of the sound and the lips match perfectly.
Yeah.
But
Aaron Rodgers just being a magician. And that's gonna be 6.
Did you see the Seattle Kraken game last night, opening night?
Yeah, I saw bits and pieces of it on the internet. I mean, they lost, but that when they scored that first goal, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah. You know what's sick? I have ESPN Plus right now, so I get 1,000 NHL games, which is awesome.
That's huge.
So I throw that on while I play video games. It's awesome. It's one of my favorites. But
really huge.
My favorite part is, did you see the video? The Seattle Kraken fan fighting the Thrashers fan?
Yeah, there's 2 different angles, right? So the first angle that I saw, it looks like the Kraken fan is unloading on this dude.
Oh yeah.
But if you watch the other angle of the fight,
pumped.
The Kraken dude got pumped first.
Uppercut.
Yeah, he got fed 10 punches before he got it up even.
Yeah. My favorite part is how much of a hardo are you to be a fan of a first ever franchise and get into a fight in the second game of your team's existence?
The only reason these dudes who fight at games, that's crazy.
I don't know how fucking pissed.
How worked up must you be? to get into a fight with another fan at a game, right? Like, the only reason I can justify it is if like the other guy's being just an absolute spitting on you, and then you got to like defend yourself. Okay,
Yeah.
but if you're just like two dudes who are just like pissed off at the world and they just want to tee off on each other, like
it's like that
what are you
Randy.
doing? You don't have to go to a football game to do that. Like you can just do that in the street, right? Like why waste the $150 and the $50 in alcohol?
Lifetime ban.
Yeah. Why waste the money to get fucking tossed? Right? Like, I don't understand.
1,000 cell phones around too, just video.
And you know some of these dudes are walking into that game going like, I'm gonna unload on something.
Someone better not touch me. Someone better not touch me. Someone better not touch me.
They're already going in knowing they're gonna dump like the $180.
Yeah. Like, he's just looking for the guy that just taps him a little bit when he's squeezing between rows of seats.
It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense economy wise.
I love, like, have you ever seen South Park with Randy Marsh?
Yeah, that's like the exact episode of what I'm talking about.
The other guy starts cheering right behind him, and they just start going back. Yeah, these South Park people can't handle it.
Thought this was America.
Boo Denver just goes.
Thought this was America.
Yeah, standing right here. Standing right here.
Standing right here, man.
Standing right here. What are you
gonna do about it?
You know what? You know who has? You know my favorite is the preseason fight, like where the starters are automatically on the sidelines, and it's a game that has no record on your season whatsoever, and you just have like Eagle. Did you see the Rams guy?
No.
Just getting teed up. It was like a 1-on-1, and then it just turned to a 1-on-3, and this guy's just getting fed punches at a Rams Chargers preseason game.
Wait, in the stands?
Oh yeah, in the stands. You want to see it?
I think I've seen it. I just don't understand the whole concept of fighting at a pro game. You know, because of the whole money thing.
And preseason. The starters don't even play past the first quarter. Like, what? Who gives a shit if your team's losing? Like,
yeah, it's just not
great. Really take it that much to heart, where you just start getting into one.
Not really smart.
Oh God, those. Did you see the thing about Spencer Rattler?
Oh yeah. So, but the other kid, I watched the other kid play yesterday. And that kid's like a dud.
Did they lose?
Yeah, they won, and the kid is like sick.
Did they?
So, like, is this the Oklahoma situation?
Yeah.
Yeah, the starting quarterback got booed out.
5-star dual threat.
Yeah. Then he took Oklahoma off his like social media profile.
Yeah, he took it off. Then like it just took over the internet, and then he put it back.
No, but that's a little bit of a dramatic reaction to something that's like, I mean, like, okay, who gives a shit if he has Oklahoma on there? Obviously, he's gonna fucking transfer next year.
Yeah, I mean,
he's not gonna stay at Oklahoma.
No,
especially when the other kid's balling out. Like the other kid's sick. So
the college football like landscape right now is just so fucked up. It's like Alabama has a loss. There's like what
Lamar Jackson just launched like a 60-yard touchdown.
Jeez.
Holy shit.
Who'd he throw to? Marquise Brown?
Yep, Marquise Brown.
Let's go. That's fantasy. How you doing?
You want to hear
the greatest GM assemblement in fantasy football history? These are all my draft picks. We'll go team 1, team 2. So team 1 is the Titty Bay Buccaneers, and at quarterback we have Stafford, Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Swift, DeAndre Hopkins, Cooper Kupp, and then we have Darren Waller at tight end, Jamar Chase in my flex, Los Angeles Rams defense and their kicker, That's just my starters. And then on my bench, I have Kareem Hunt, Justin Herbert, Jameis Winston, Ronald Jones.
Yeah, that's it. That's a decent roster. If Kareem Hunt could come back for you, that'd be huge.
I'm 5-1, and I have 880 points for.
Who's your quarterback?
I have Justin Herbert and I have Matt Stafford.
That's huge.
Both
Those are two huge.
studs. Drafted all these guys. Now, next team, Pittsburgh Steelers. I got Matt Stafford, Josh Jacobs. I got Cordell Patterson. I picked up in free agency. We play in our league. You have to bid.
Yeah.
So you get like I don't know, like $500, and then you put it down how much you want to pay for a guy. So I was like, I just love the way like Atlanta uses him. He's like a wide receiver and a running back. So I just put like $50 down to get him. So I have him at RB2. Then I got Cooper Kupp, Tyreek Hill. I got Marquise Brown, Jamar Chase, Pat's defense, Pat's kicker. I got Tom Brady. I got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's on my IR. He's on my bench.
Yeah, that would have been nice if he had been stayed healthy.
He sucks. He's so bad this year. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad. Jeez. Marquise Brown, Robert Tonya, 11 points. How you doing?
Anya had a big touchdown.
Oh, you knew A-Rod was going to feed him the rock sooner or later.
Aaron's going to just kill everybody in the NFL.
Where do you think he goes next year?
Cheer Saints.
That would actually make perfect.
Make huge sense, right?
That's pretty genius.
Yeah, I think.
What's their cap situation? Because they had a tough
or
with COVID just decimated them when they had to lower the cap. Did you see they cut their Pro Bowl punter? They just like cut all their Pro Bowl guards.
So the other place that would be huge is the New England Patriots.
Yeah, but do you think he'd really go there?
Yeah, he would go with Bill in a second.
You think so?
Yeah, because I don't think Aaron Rodgers.
You don't think he wants to go to like a place where he has like a little more free range on like who he can take for players?
No, I mean maybe. I mean I think the first one's going to be the Saints.
Yeah, and that Saints move is genius. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, because it means he gets to stay in the NFC.
He plays Tom, twice a year?
Yeah, but I'm saying like he gets to torch his old team in the playoffs if he wants.
Oh yeah, and he's a bitter type of guy too, so he would love that sort of shit.
I'm sure he would love it.
And he has a sick head coach, Sean Payton. He's really good.
Yeah, Sean Payton would design like some freako plays for him.
Yeah.
Plus, he'd have Alvin Kamara. He'd have Michael Thomas. He'd have a defense that's already fucking built, and you could add some draft picks, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention, you could give him another wide receiver. You could add another draft pick wide receiver, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, it would be the perfect spot. He plays in a dome.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like really great. The fans, imagine his level of talent with the Superdome's level of disruption on opposite teams.
Plus, you have a sick offense already.
That's what I'm saying. You got Kamara,
Gifted.
you got Michael Thomas.
Gifted.
You could add another wide receiver to that lineup from the draft, right?
Yeah, seriously. And their defense is good too.
Yeah, that's already good. Plus, you could add another couple of draft picks to your defense.
All right. I got a good one for you. So this week, leading up, we're doing a like a March Madness with candy. So they're gonna be matchups. Everyone votes,
Right.
and then whoever gets the highest votes moves on to the next round until you.
Okay, well, I'll tell you right now, Twin Snakes is gonna win the tournament.
I haven't put them in actually. I was more.
You didn't put Twin Snakes in the candy tournament?
No.
Are you crazy?
When did you ever get Twin Snakes for Halloween candy? This is
Oh my God, Sam.
I
Twin
didn't put
Snakes
that.
are the greatest candy that have ever been designed in the history of the world.
All
So how
out.
can you So how can you deny Twin Snakes from the tournament lineup?
I
Like,
did.
okay, maybe they don't win the tournament. You're not even put them in the lineup.
Because it's
Are you
not like
kidding
a.
me?
I mean,
Well, you got
Twin Snakes
64
are.
teams. You got 64
You got
candies. You don't have
64
Twin Snakes,
candies.
and
I
you don't
did
have
not-
Twin Snakes in there.
Twin Snakes did not make the
You're
cut.
an idiot. You're a complete dumbass.
You know who
put gummy
did?
bears in there?
Yeah, I put the gummy bears in there. I got. You want to hear a couple of these? I got
Yeah,
some.
let's
real
see what you got.
PvP.
Considering that was the
Oh,
worst.
let me ask you
decision
something
ever
though.
made.
So every day we're gonna vote. Then like the winner moves on, but I have to seed them, right? So I'm asking you,
Yeah,
what would be
okay,
your
so-
top 4 1 seeds for candy?
My top 4 1 seeds.
And I'll tell you if it made the list.
Okay, well, Twin Snakes should be in there, but I'm going to take them out because
Twin
we've already
Snake
had
shit the bed in the conference in the
No,
conference.
you're a dumb
tournament.
dumb because you didn't even put them in the 64.
They didn't even make
You're
it.
trying to tell
They
me
didn't
they
even
didn't
make
get a
it
fucking
past the 8th
at-large
seed
bid?
in their
You're
conference
saying
tournament.
Twin Snakes doesn't even get an at-large bid? Are you kidding me?
No,
You're a moron.
they had a
But,
they had a
okay,
tough
so I'm gonna
schedule. It's
take
like
them out.
UNC.
Okay, here's my 4. You ready?
Yeah.
The 4 1 seeds that I think you made 1 seeds.
What do you think?
First one right off the bat, I'm gonna go Reese's Cups.
All right. So you pick what I would do, and then I'll pick what you do because I think I know you pretty well.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, I think Reese's Cups should be a number 1 seed for sure.
Yeah.
Then
3 more to go.
I mean, your focus was Halloween candy, obviously. So let's see,
Yeah.
Halloween candy.
Think about this,
Number
man.
1 seed. I'm gonna go with Starburst.
That's a pretty good one. I didn't think about that. That's more like that'd probably be like
You know the 2-pack?
what? Oh yeah.
The 2-pack that you
Oh,
get
it's on the
Halloween?
list. That is on the list. That didn't.
All right. I mean, you could go Kit Kat. Those are like pretty standard.
Deadly. Those are good.
Yeah. Then you could go mini Hershey bar, right? Like the straight mini Hershey bar, but I wouldn't put it as a 1 seed. That would be like a 4 seed for me.
Yeah.
Twizzlers, the pack of Twizzlers, but that's not going to be a 1 seed either. That's going to be like a 4 or 5 seed.
It's just a name. It's like those schools with like a lot of history.
Right. I'll tell you right now.
Do you know what I think
Disagree.
yours are? I think
No,
yours
candy
are.
corn better be a fucking 8 seed. Let me tell you that right now.
Oh.
Candy corn better be a 16.
It's ash. I think candy corn's the worst candy in the world. It's just fucking wax, basically.
Yeah.
And
16 seed.
I don't know why people put it out, and it only makes me angry because when people say they like candy corn, and no one likes candy corn, that shit, it feels like wax in your hand. It tastes
No,
like
when people say that, they're just trying to start a fucking argument. They don't
Yeah.
actually like candy corn.
you're just
They're
baiting
just
me.
lying, Shannon.
You're just
Of
baiting me.
course. Shannon says she likes candy corn. That's because she
Yeah.
murders people.
Yeah, you're just trying to bait us into an argument.
Yeah, she's just trying to start an argument.
Not taking that low hanging fruit.
I'm definitely not taking the bait.
I am not swinging at that breaking ball. All right.
Here's what-
So you
here's
know what
a
I think
sleeper.
yours are? You know what I think yours are?
Here's a couple of sleepers I bet yet you didn't think about. You ready
Couple
for some
16
sleepers?
seeds.
Couple of sleepers. You ready? The caramel apple lollipop. Huge sleeper. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I did not put that on the list though. I couldn't find
Wow.
out the name of it.
Yeah, that's what I would call it. The caramel. Yeah. And then the Tootsie Pop is a huge sleeper. You always get like
Pop, I love
15 of them.
Those are good too. Those are really good.
The
I love
Tootsie
those.
Pop. Yeah.
All right, so you know what I think yours are?
Yeah. What?
Say number 1 Reese's. I would say Butterfingers. I
Oh, I
would say,
forgot about
I would
Butterfinger.
say snakes, but you don't. We don't have snakes. But then I'd say sour gummy worms, and then fuck. What would be?
I wouldn't go sour gummy worms. I go regular gummy worms.
Ew, you don't like you like the regular gummy worms? The ones with no
Yeah,
sugar?
I'm not a big sour guy on gummy worms.
Oh, I like the sour ones. They're much better. And then
Yeah.
what did I say for your last one? Fuck. probably
Junior mints.
I know. Junior mints, that's good. That's what I'd say your short are. But I'll just list you off some. So
Yeah, let's see what are some of the others you got on the list, and we can argue about them.
oh yeah. I'll just go 1 through 64. You tell me who can make it.
Yeah, you say 1 through 64, and I'll say what seed I think they should be 1 through
All right.
16.
We got number 1, Junior Mints.
Okay, I'm gonna put that like a 7 seed.
All right. Wait, can you write this down?
I'm not gonna write it down. Just chop it up into little sections of the video if we say something funny about one of them.
All right. Number 2.
Okay, so number 1, Junior Mints. Actually, I'm gonna say like a 12 seed, Junior Mints.
Oh yes, I can edit this in Google Docs. Fucking right. All right, Junior Mints.
12 seed.
Couple of pass rushers closing on him. Rogers going out of bounds there.
Why won't he let me edit you?
Before he released the football. Watch what he does here. He's like, "Hey guys, I saw you."
All right, fuck this. All right, so number 2, I got Snickers.
Ooh, Snickers. I'm gonna put a 3 seed.
Ooh, I got number 3, Mike and Ike Tropical Typhoons. You've probably seen them 1,000 times. You just never put 2 and 2 together.
Probably like a 9 or
They're
10
like the
seed.
red box.
Yeah, 9, 10 seed.
All right, number 4, I got Reese's Peanut Butter Big Cup stuffed with Reese's Pieces.
Oh, here's the thing. I've never tried one of those.
They're quite delicious.
Yeah.
They're bomb, but they need a couple more Reese's Pieces. Then I got number 5, I got Skittles.
Oh my God, how did we forget Skittles? Skittles is a 1 or 2 seed.
Number 6.
On Halloween for sure.
Number 6, I got Milky Way. That's a classic.
Yeah, Snickers' younger
Like,
brother.
that's like an original 6.
That's Snickers' younger brother. Yeah.
Number 7, Three Musketeers. You know,
That's huge too.
Yeah, but they suck for can't. I don't
They
know.
suck, but you get a lot of them.
Shoved in your face at every fucking Halloween.
Oh my God, everybody gives them to you.
Number 8, Sour Patch Kids.
That's huge.
That's got to be like a 4. Those things are just heroin.
Easily 2, 3, or 4 seed.
Then I have just regular Mike and Ike's.
Yeah, I mean, probably the same.
Old fashioned, but they get the job done.
You know what candy I absolutely hate? That you always get a ton of Milk Duds.
I fucking hate those things. I hate Milk Duds. It doesn't. Just not satisfying. All right, I got number 10, Starburst Fruit Chews.
Yeah, we already have that. That's either a 2 or 3 seed.
Yep. Number 11, I got Cherry Head Candy. It looks like a little.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be your upset alert right
you
there.
always get that on Halloween. You never get it anywhere else.
Big time upset alert.
Then I got its competitor, Grape Head Candy. Those like the
oh my God! Did you put lemon heads in there too?
No, I kind of grouped them.
They're all the same candy. They're just different flavors.
Yeah. Number 13, I got Dots Candy.
Yeah, Dots are delicious.
Number 14, I got Sweet Spindles. It's that it's like a rainbow colored. It's like looks like it's on a popsicle stick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You definitely see them. Then I got Nerds.
Nerds are great.
And grape. You know the little boxes that they come in.
Yeah, those are huge.
Yeah, those.
That's probably a 2 or a 3 seed.
100%. That's a big team. Then 18, Hot Tamales.
Yeah, they're not me personally, but they're definitely
those are actually when my research, when I was looking at like most popular, Hot Tamales was like number 5 on like the world list. Like people just eat that shit up. All right, 19. We got Farrah Crunch Bar. You know what a Crunch Bar is?
Yep, Crunch Bar is good. It's like if you like the Snickers with a little bit of rice in it.
Yep. Then we got M&M's, old
Oh
fashioned.
my god! How did we forget M&M's?
That's like a
M&M's
one.
are like a staple. Yeah.
You can't do Christmas and Halloween without M&M's.
Some type, peanut butter, peanut.
Oh yeah. Then number 21, 100 grand. Everyone's had that.
Yeah, that's gonna be like your double digit seed, your 11 seed.
Then we have Hershey milk chocolate, the
Yeah.
old
Standard.
fashioned. Now 23, we have Almond Joy. That's a great one.
Yeah.
Chocolate coconut action.
What else we got in the list for topics? Because this one's gonna go on forever.
Yeah.
14.
Actually, did you hear about that? Oh fuck, let me find it. There was this mom who was trying to be an influencer, and she faked a kidnapping, and now she's getting like sued by the state.
Oh my god, yeah. You can't do that stuff.
Nuts. So she started out with like 6,000 followers, jumped to 80K real quick, and her like video that she posted talking about the kidnapping, like people trying to kidnap her kid, like I think 4 million views. And
She
then
thought she was gonna make money off of it.
yeah, I guess so. She was trying to do it to
That's
be
fucking
famous, which is
bananas.
crazy. But then like
I've heard some of these stories of these people do stuff for social media. It is crazy.
it's fucking nuts. And so what happened was obviously they look at all the footage from inside the fucking it was like a Michael's that she was coming out of. So she said
Yeah, I mean, like there's so
couple.
many every life is a camera now.
Yeah.
So like if you're not really being kidnapped, they're probably gonna be able to tell somewhere. Like
It's just like and the crazy part is if you watch this video you're like, wow, after knowing that it's fake, you're like, how is this girl like going through it? Like and she's like, the worst part is she's pointing the finger at a couple. Like so like
yeah,
they got blamed for kidnapping, like attempted to kidnap. And like
that's
totally
crazy.
cooperated with the police and
Right.
like because they knew they're innocent.
Right.
Investigation goes through. Now she's like getting slapped with like a couple lawsuits and then like jail time for like something about like 911, but then like also like messing with the police or something like that. What's it called?
Yeah,
When you waste
I
their
don't
time?
know what the rule is, but I don't know what it's called, but I know you can't like falsely say that something happened and then have all these police officers looking and all that shit, and that like is a hoax, you know?
Seriously. And then the other thing too that I saw recently was the TikTokers. Did you see this? That they're following members of Congress stock portfolio. So like whatever like members of Congress bought for
Yeah.
stock, these kids would follow it. So like the congressman obviously had insider information, so the stock would shoot up, and all these kids are just making so much cash off of it.
Wow.
It's hilarious. He's like, oh, and like the thing, like
That's
kind of
pretty
like,
smart.
oh my god, like so smart. Like I gotta
Clever.
start doing this. But so it's not the Congress like man or woman, it's their spouse. So it's like
Yeah, that's smart, right? Because they don't want to get charged.
technically not insider information, right? If your spouse invests in
Right.
it, like come on, let's call a spade a spade.
They
Like
can't
no,
prove it
yeah. Oh, you don't talk to them ever about stock
about
advice?
that, right?
That's so weird because you're working closely with them.
Yeah.
It's like that in the capital gains tax. Like so what a lot of people do like with real estate is they'll pay themselves like a salary like 100K, like 100,
Right.
whatever, like the lowest amount that seems reasonable for that position, right?
Yeah.
They pay themselves like 120K. That gets taxed 30% from your federal income tax, like your normal income tax, right?
Yeah.
Income's 30%. So what they do is, the rest of their money's tied up in the equity in the houses and everything else. So like when they sell the house, they just get a capital gains tax through it. which
Yeah,
is
that's smart.
15% as opposed to 30%.
Right.
Like the workarounds of these billionaires is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's
Geniuses.
trying to keep the money where it is. So
Geniuses. What's
yeah.
your opinion on Bitcoin?
So yeah, I leave for Amsterdam on Thursday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what's my idea on Bitcoin? I don't know anything about
Crypto.
cryptocurrency. Yeah, so I'm not gonna be able to like be funny about it because
Yeah.
I really don't know anything. I mean, I know what it is and stuff, and I hear people talk about it, but like I don't know it well enough to
I
make a joke
understand
about
it.
it.
It's still so confusing to me.
I mean, I know there's a ton of dudes who seem to fucking really be into it, but
Oh, all in.
I just don't know the ins and outs of it enough to talk about it at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I just don't know anything.
How fucking bad is Kansas City right now?
Yeah,
27 to
what's
3.
happening?
They're getting shit pumped by Tennessee.
I don't know what's going on there in Kansas City. They got to get their shit straight.
That's so fucking embarrassing. They're 3-3, I think, too.
Yeah, no, I don't know what's going on. Something's going on.
How about so you have on HBO Max, you have the Sopranos movie. Did you see that yet?
I haven't watched it. Did you?
I started it. I fell asleep during it, but it's not
Yeah.
bad. It's just kind of slow.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if it's any good.
You know, Joey Diaz is in it, which is hilarious.
Oh,
He's like
the kid who plays Tony Soprano is
kid.
Gandolfini's son. Yeah,
Yeah, how about that?
that's awesome.
Is that? I. They said he's like what 30? He doesn't look like it at all.
No, but he's like us.
Yeah,
Looks like he's 15.
gifted with fucking bronze.
Yeah, I leave for Amsterdam on Thursday night.
That's sick. So what happens? Where do you land?
So I take off from Atlanta Thursday night, and then I land in Holland, Amsterdam, like Friday morning. Then I check into my hotel, and the festival starts Friday night. And then Sunday morning, I pitch the television show for the pitch competition. And then Sunday night is the awards show, and we find out if we won the pitch competition, and we find out how we did in the screenplay competition.
Now, what happens in a pitch competition? How many is there? Like 3 judges that you have to just walk up and give you a pitch?
Yeah, usually between 3 and 5, and you usually have to have some sort of visual with you. And what I brought with me, because it's international, I don't have like a PowerPoint presentation. What I brought with me was a packet presentation. Oh, nice. So I have 5. I'm gonna make 5 packets with all the visuals, and then you go and you pitch it. You get 5 minutes and you pitch your project.
Hey, speaking of which, speaking of movies,
yeah,
what's like after the whole Alec Baldwin thing? What's it been like around your movie set? Have you guys just been like
everybody's just devastated?
Paranoid?
No, not paranoid, just devastated. Everyone's really like sad.
Yeah, it's
terrible. Yeah, because I never worked with her, but apparently the woman was like a super, super nice woman.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's really terrible.
What happened? I haven't really read like the whole story. It just had
there's different takes. Yeah, there's different takes about what happened, but what they know as facts is that Alec Baldwin had a gun and was either in a scene or right after a scene, and he thought that the gun was empty or had just blanks in it, and he shot it a couple of times, and it went off, and it had actual bullets in it. And it just was an accident. The gun wasn't supposed to have bullets in it.
Yeah,
they don't know why the prop people had bullets in it. It should have never had a bullet ever at all
in or around the facility.
They should have never even brought real bullets to set ever. Like, I don't even know why they would have even brought real rounds to set. That's like the stupidest shit I ever heard.
That's crazy.
So yeah, it's like they broke the rules so badly that it's like I don't even know. Nobody even really knows like how it happened, like how it got through.
Yeah, how it passed the
The
security.
prop, well, the prop people brought real ammunition.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Tropic Thunder with Danny McBride?
That's exactly right. Like we're laughing about it, but like that's exactly like what happened. Is like the prop, the camera crew and prop, some other people had walked off the set because they said people weren't being safe on set. And then they bring in this, and then they bring in this Band-Aid crew to do it. And for whatever reason, that Band-Aid crew brought real ammunition to set. I don't fucking know why. Maybe they didn't know the rules or something. Nobody knows why they brought real ammunition to set.
That's crazy.
Should have never even been near the gun.
And it's probably like I did read the part where it's like the whole film just might get completely axed. Like,
he fucking killed somebody.
Yeah.
Like they're gone forever. So it's not like, oh, like somebody got injured or they fell and broke their leg or, even I got shot and the bullet went through. Like somebody's gone, like forever. So like people are like, who gives a shit about the movie? Like any of that. It's like totally gets cut off, Yeah.
Does he do many of those micro films? Low budget films?
I don't know if he does, but like I know actors do. Like they'll fund their own like $10 million movie because they have the money and they want to,
Yeah.
So like they do it. I don't know if he does a lot of them, but
because I did not know, like, when I'm like microfilm, like he does.
I mean, they're calling them microfilm, Sam, but like $10 million isn't micro.
Yeah, that's nice chump change. How about here's a little trivia question for you. Let's put this to your movie experience. Yeah. What's the cheapest movie that like grossed the most money?
Paranormal Activity.
Same category, but older. Horror, but
Blair Witch.
Yep, Blair Witch. Do you know how much Blair Witch cost?
What, like $1,000?
30,000. Do you know how much it grossed?
Probably 50 million.
Hold on. I think it was 300 million.
Oh wow, in the hundreds of millions.
250 million.
Wow.
250 million, and the project cost them $200,000.
Right, but it was gimmicky,
Yeah. Well, that fucking made people.
It wasn't a great movie. They tricked everybody.
It just makes people just terrified of the woods now.
Yeah.
But the thing I'm most curious about is the whole process, start to finish. Like before it actually goes to like viewers, like from an idea all the way to meeting with people. Like what are the steps that precede it all the way up to the playing of the movie?
From like the very, very beginning?
Yeah. So like, what do? You just pitch to a studio head, and then typically.
Okay, so like the biggest piece and the hardest piece is getting somebody to get a meeting with you. That's the hardest piece. Like, period.
Yeah.
Out of all the pieces, right? So like when you're thinking about like, oh, what's the most difficult part of the journey? Yeah. The most difficult part of the journey is getting yourself the meetings. Yeah. That's the hardest part. Once you're in a place where people know who you are and you're getting meetings, then you're now learning how to like just pitch better and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like the first point is like you have an idea. Then the second point is write out your idea, right? Like write out what it is that your project is.
Yeah.
Okay. Then it's go out and try to find somebody to listen to your project. Right.
Yeah.
Like just because you had a project and you wrote it, now you have like a 120-page script. Right.
Yeah.
Now you got to go out and try to find somebody to fucking listen to you.
And what is
That's
that?
the toughest piece right there.
Studio head that pulls the trigger on movies?
No, the development. It's kind of, they do it together. So it's like for certain studios, it can be a studio head. It could be the head of development. It could be the head of film development. It could be the head of TV, right? Like there's different guys within the studio that can greenlight a project, and you know what I mean? Like if at a certain level.
Yeah.
So
You say a
you
majority.
have to get to the guy who will bring that guy your project even, right? Like, so like before you can even get to that guy, you got to get through like 3 other guys and girls.
Yeah. Would you
to
say
even get to that person?
a majority of the movies that are made are written by like past, like
They're created within the studio. So like the studio will be like, oh, we want to do this project in this book, and we option and we bought this story, and then they'll go out and they'll put the pieces together. So the studio will go out and they'll find a director for their project. Okay. And they'll find a writer to rewrite their project. They'll go out and they'll put a producers together for the studio, right? So it's very rare nowadays that a project's coming from out of nowhere, getting to a studio, and they're giving a bunch of money. The only time that really happens is when a writer gets a hold of a story or a book before the studio does, and then they can go to the studio and go, I got the rights to this before you did.
So a lot of it's basically people that have been doing it, like they just keep selling the same scripts from the same people instead of like new people breaking in and getting movies made.
The studio is thinking of the movies before the scripts even.
Oh, really?
They're saying, what movies do we want to do? What kind of movies? Okay, well, we heard this really great book coming out of Canada about a guy who runs the railroad. Let's go buy that book up. Then they go buy the book. Well, we heard there's this really great, movie out of India that's doing really well in Bollywood. Let's do the American version of that. So they go out and they buy the rights to the Bollywood version to do the American, right? So they go out, they figure out what projects they want. Then they go get the writers and the directors. Then they say, which writers do we like? Okay, we like this guy. He did this writing. Now we bring him in and say, hey, you like this book from Canada? You want to write it for us? Okay. But at all times, it's the studio's movie. Do you see how that is?
Yeah, that makes
sense. They have full control over what kind of content they want to put out that year. Yeah. And it's really, really, there's very, very few projects every year that just get created out of the blue from somebody's own head. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. There's only like maybe 50 of those projects a year, like 10 TV shows, and like all the rest are like other projects or something that's internal, or right. So that's what makes it really, really hard to break in, because you're like one of a million people trying to get through a keyhole. Yeah. Right. So that's why I do what we do is the festival circuit. Yeah. Because you're saying, you're going in and saying, pay the fuck attention to me, and you're just shaking the fucking branches as much as possible.
Yeah, making as much noise as possible.
We're more apt to get a job writing a movie for a studio before they even buy our own TV show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because somebody's going to say, look at your success in writing, and they're going to go, write our thing first, before somebody's going to come to you and say, hey, let's do your thing. Yeah,
that makes sense.
So we'll just see.
I think
all avenues are possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just like look at Entourage. I think Johnny Drama might be one of the greatest characters ever written in a TV show.
Yeah, and he wasn't even written. That's the real life guy.
That's the best part. My favorite part is on Wahlburgers when the real Johnny Drama is complaining to Mark. He goes, "Yeah, I auditioned for the part about me and I didn't get it."
Yeah.
That's just the biggest slap in the face. That's like
Yeah, but he
remember-
wasn't a great actor.
Yeah, he's terrible. But like that kind of reminds you of when Kramer's auditioning for Kramer. He goes,
Right.
"Come on,
Yeah, you
tell
can't
me
play
I'm not
Kramer.
Kramer."
I want to play Kramer. You can't play Kramer.
You can't play Kramer.
You can't act.
This is the end, beautiful friend.